Hi everyone, I'm Murray Ansell. I'm a co-founder and a life energy coach at Life Energy Coaching. Today's subject is life energy coaching, the process. So we're going to talk about the life energy coaches, how they come to be able to do what they do, and what the benefits of life energy coaching are. So the life energy coach has been prepared through a process of initiation. The original life energy coaches, who are myself and my partner Shirley, took 15 years to go through that process. But a fortunate outgrowth of that process was a program or a process that we can take others through in as little as 30 weeks. So what would typically take potentially decades for people to go through in terms of personal and energy transformation now only takes 30 weeks. So that's a huge advance. And in doing so, that allows those people who have gone through it to become fully aware of who they are and why they're here in terms of their purpose, and to have their energy aligned with that purpose so that they can move into that relatively quickly and easily and prosperously. So that's of huge benefit. And once somebody's been through that transformation process, they, on a moment-to-moment basis, can tap into what you could call infinite intelligence. You can get any answer to any question that you may need to know about yourself, and with the permission of a coaching client, about them also, and that only happens during coaching sessions, of course, and with the full conscious awareness of the client. It also opens up the life energy coach to what you could call quantum energy. Now, human beings are not just their physical form or even their energetic form. We are multidimensional beings. We're actually the soul, and the soul exists in a number of different dimensions, not just this physical dimension. So this process of life energy coach transformation opens the coach up into accessing the highest frequency dimension that their soul exists within, which is also the dimension that they can tap into for infinite intelligence. But even more than that, they can tap into the highest frequencies of love. Now, a fundamental principle of energy is that higher frequencies transform lower frequencies. So in order to do the life energy coaching, you need access to this very high frequency energy, which allows for the coach to become a vehicle for the transferal of that energy into the client's energy field to really massively accelerate the transformation of that client around the subject areas that the client's wanting to address or needing to address. And when I say needing to address, that will be being driven by the soul of that person. So during the coaching process, the coach receives help from, let's call it the light, those highest frequency energies, in three ways. Another outgrowth of Shirley's and my transformation was the creation of what we call our modular programs. So when we coach with someone, or with when any life energy coach coaches with someone, typically they're using these modules. So the modules are written information that has come straight from infinite intelligence, and I've just been the scribe, so to speak, a little bit of editing with their guidance. But these are very, very powerful transformational tools, and they have their own energy. One of the principles of these modules is that they have been intentionally imprinted with very high frequency energy. And so when people read these modules, just need to read them once. The client will read the module typically 3 days or more before the coaching session. And over the next days leading into the coaching session, they're already starting to receive transformation of their energy in the subject area of that module. And then during the coaching session, this is like the customization piece, the client will really just be naturally bringing up what's on their mind. So what's on their mind is going to be whatever has come up as a result of that initial transformational experience that has created experiences in their life that they have questions about, that perhaps appear to be problems, but they're really just placeholders for information to cause the discussion that will create the information or provide the information to the client that they need to know in order to change their perspective on whatever it was that needed to be transformed. And then for the next 3 days after the coaching session, everything that's been raised during the coaching session will be transformed back into alignment with what's loving for that individual. And what's loving for any individual is basically what's aligned with who they've come to be. So we each have this unique and magnificent purpose that we have the potential to live out. We won't live that out unless we recognize our spiritual nature and wish to pursue connection with that. But those who come to us, certainly that's brought to their attention and opens the gate for a major transformation in the person's life. So the effects of life energy coaching are to help the person to reframe certain types of consciousness that have been holding them back, that may have been creating what appear to be problems in their lives, but which are really just those placeholders to help them realign and get more in alignment with who they've come to be. It can help them in any area of their life where they have been experiencing blocks. That's the initial experience of life energy coaching. So it's going to be working initially for most people on the blocks and barriers in their lives, which might show up in the area of relationships, it might show up in health concerns, it might show up in financial issues, could show up in business. Life is a reflection of our consciousness. So as the person works through the first 12 coaching sessions, which will reflect the first 2 programs in our series, which are called Love Yourself and Financial Freedom, the client is being guided out of the blocks and barriers they have in those 2 areas. So that's in the area of how they feel about themselves, which is at the core of all of our other relationships and what gets reflected back to us in those relationships. And also in our relationship with money. Because we are at our essence love, anything that we have in our consciousness that is not aligned with love, and it's very common for people to be out of alignment with love with respect to money in many different ways, then those need to be brought back into harmony with love. So those areas will tend to be addressing what appear to be problems. And then after that, it's more expansion of the person's potential. So they'll be becoming aware of who they really are and connecting with all of the resources in the quantum realm or in the higher dimensions that can be of great assistance to them as they align more and more with their purpose. They will become more and more aware of their purpose. That'll be becoming clearer and clearer as the egoic energies are transformed and the head starts coming into alignment with the heart being the seat of the soul. So the heart energy will be coming from a place of what's most loving for you. The head energy, which is the brain's activity. The brain is a biological device that's here to protect us and to protect the physical body, and it's a survival mechanism essentially. So it's coming fundamentally from a place of fear. So fear and love can't exist in the same place. So what we're doing is we're bringing people through life energy coaching rapidly into alignment with what's most loving for them. So that's our summary of life energy coaching. If you have any questions, please feel free to mention them below on our YouTube channel, or you can email us at coaching@lifeenergycoaching.com. And I look forward to our next video in which we will take further steps to help you change your energy and love your life.